All right, guys, let me know how this microphone's working. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not cutting out like it was last night. I got it on a new patch for like, but you never know. So let me know. Let me know if it's dropping out. Let me know fading out and then fading back in. Hopefully not. That crater is also not. Let me know how we're making out. Of course, you probably had trouble hearing all that because the music was way up. Sorry, that was my bad. Anyway, I switched it. It should be okay now. The microphone should be fine. The music I turned down so you could hear me, unlike what I did the first time. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a hold of Mark right now, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll figure it out. Okay? We should be good. And make sure you're on live, by the way. If you guys hover over the video on your computer, or if you press the button on your phone or whatever, and there's not a red light next to live, that means you're falling behind. Click the actual word live. It should bring you current. All right, let me go see if I can find him. Still trying to get a hold of him. We'll get there, though. Oh, Mark, you sad little man. Jesus. But you know what? I don't really blame you, though. That's how our country is right now. If you don't agree with me, then you're sad and pathetic. If you don't agree with what I seen, you're sad and pathetic and ignorant. Bunch of dummies. Hey, man, if you want whatever you're seeing through your pareidolia, have fun with it. You know? If you believe what you see is moon bases and relics, cool. But, sorry, we're going to need a little more proof than that. There's already too much bullshit in the UFO community and the planet community to everybody to be calling out everything as ancient ruins and all that other stuff. So if you want to believe it. Have fun with that. But I'm not going to sit here and call you a dummy or anything like that for believing that. That's what you believe. Cool. I call it pareidolia. You call it whatever it is you're seeing. Cool. Leave it at that. But if you want to come in with name calling and everything, I have no problem going toe to toe with that. It's just not fun. You'll be all right, Mark. Turn that frown upside down. Yeah, there are a bunch of blurring of the lunar images. but they're slowly being replaced now. Whether that's scrub, we can't say. Are they scrubbing the images? Maybe. Who knows? Until we have proof of it, you know, who's to say? But I know they are replacing a lot. But if you want a really cool site, go to the LRO site, the LRO Quick Map, where you can literally zoom into like a 3-meter. You can see every little individual boulder and everything on the moon. It does take up a lot of comp power because there's so much data in there. But the more you zoom in, it just, yeah, you can literally zoom in and you can see the flag on that. Well, you can't see the flag. You can see the shadow of the flag. You can see the rovers, all that stuff. You can see the Chinese rover, the Japanese rover. So, yeah. Just take a peek at it. It's actually pretty cool. Now let's just hope for aliens to come in. We want aliens. So everybody, you know how there's like people that can summon aliens? You ever see those guys over YouTube? Okay, so if everybody here can just concentrate and tell them to go in front of Jupiter or go in front of the moon when we're looking at it, maybe we can get some. Harmless Man is the LRO Quick Map. If you just do a Google search, just type in LRO, the letters, and then Quick Map, it should be the first link. It's really awesome. It's from the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter that has been taking high-definition pictures of the moon for the last, 10 years, I think? And it's very high definition. You can zoom in like all the way up to the boulders in every single crater. But once again, make sure you have a pretty powerful computer because it does take up some comp. You know, it bogs it down a little bit because there's just so much data in the photos. You know, you're talking about an entire globe made up of TIFF images. So, and if you know what TIFF images are, they're just like, lossless pretty much. So yeah, check it out. Highly recommended. You can spend days on there. Days just, scanning the moon surface. It's awesome. All right, let me get back to trying to get a hold of Mark. Okay, so I finally tracked him down through Marianne. Mark is out in the middle of the desert adjusting the scope and everything, I guess. So he's a no-go. I did text Bill, but he's a 50-50 shot. He might even be streaming his gaming or whatever right now. So yeah, we might be out of luck with people. So what is up to One Man and Blind Dude and Murphys? Oh, sorry, Murphys. Murphys 55. I usually have it on screen, but for some reason I forgot to put it there. So there you go. Okay, it's on screen now. And hello to Lauren and M. Jean. I'm not even going to try that last name because the only thing it's going to be is embarrassing if I do. And Rick Heller, and of course W, and Roni, and let me just go up the list here. And Carmen. Hello, Carmen. I hope you are well. DJ K Solo. DJ K Solo live on 102.5 FM. That's what that makes me sound like. And Ibdalia, I think that is. Sorry if I mess it up. And yeah, okay, I'm not going to go up any further than that. But hello to everybody. I hope you are doing well. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is enjoying the moon tonight. That it's really wavy tonight because the atmosphere is just active. Like, I mean, it's Florida. Am I right? You know, sometimes it helps us. You know, sometimes it helps magnification in Florida, but tonight is just being wavy. There might be a chance that this moves on a little while. I mean, the moon's still at, what do we got? We're still at 29 degrees, so we're not doing bad with moon height. So we're still up there a little ways. We're nowhere near Z. That'll come at the end of this week, being that the full moon is next Monday. So this weekend ought to be great during prime time. Yeah, so there's just a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. And speaking of the devil, there is Marianne, who I hope is doing fantastic since our adventures in Pine Bush. Where I mean, I had a blast. I hope everybody else did too. But yes, such a good time up there with Marianne, Rob, and Bill, and Mark, and everybody else. Good times. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's just awfully humid. You're looking at about 79% humidity right now in Miami. It is not doing anything for the visuals, but you know what? Hey, at least the clouds have wishy-washed away for a little bit, so that's a plus. So at least we can see the moon. Last night we had 3 UFOs, probably satellites. I haven't got a chance to relook at them yet, but the one was a classic satellite. It was just moving slow and it came down the front. As the moon gets lower, I think we're going to run into the satellite traffic again. So don't be surprised if you see huge stuff just moving across the screen. We're going to see them again. The handcuffs are great, Marianne. They are here without saying too much. Okay, yeah, I can't really say that too much on here, but yeah, they'll get used, if you know what I mean. Giggity giggity. Wink wink. Why that triangular shadow? You know, you're looking at the mood from, dead on. You're going to have weird shadows. Not all of them are going to be round. This is a very interesting area, though, that we're looking at here. Just the amount of craters. You got to remember, the moon's flipped on its side. He has the illuminated part upwards, not how it's like. He'll show you later on the wide field actual orientation, like real orientation. He does this to keep the lit part up, so we have more lit area of the moon that we can look at instead of just having it to the side. You know what, dude? I tried to pay her to tase Mark, and it didn't work. Oh, there we go. So Mark just texted me back. He said he's in. Okay, Marianne? Is there actually a place called Deary? And it's spelled with 3 E's. He spelled it Deeeery. Yeah, that's good. Well, good. Let him work on the scope then. Yeah, but Marianne, we had a blast, didn't we? Such a good time. I thank you again for all your help with the KGRA tent and everything like that. You were Bill's right-hand person this year, and he wouldn't have done it without you, so thank you very much. Oh, yeah, you're going to see right angles. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. Okay, Doug, I'm not gonna shit on your building or anything like that. But are they like cigarette cases for like somebody like the? Are you talking about like cigarette cases like lays on a table? Because truthfully, and I'm saying this with love, I can't imagine carrying around a big wooden box in my pocket to keep my cigarettes safe. That's just me. But hopefully, So what are we talking about? I mean, granted, I think that's an actual badass idea, but splinters in the thighs or the butt, depending on where you keep them. Maybe not. Marianne got the pooter treatment up in Pine Bush. I was walking around with my pooter tutor, and man, did I get everybody. Even people I didn't even know. Oh, okay, they're pocket size. Okay. Keep them in the old prison pocket. Yep, the prison wallet. Yeah, don't need no splinters in the old balloon knot. Don't want that at all. Now, I know Paul does a vacation every year, and I'm not sure where he's thinking about going. I'm pretty sure it's going to be either out west or north. I know he was talking about, well, he's watching the chat. He probably hears this. He'll text me and let me know where he's planning on going. Maybe we'll just venture out to Marianne's and stay at her house with the rest of the Western Hemisphere. Blind dude, no, this camera cannot do infrared. We do have an infrared camera, but this was not the one. It is. Okay, who we got here? Okay, got the wifey there. Take care of that one. And, okay, yes, Paul is listening. Paul is going to Vegas. I'm pretty sure he's not looking for dark skies there, but maybe outside of Vegas a little bit, or maybe send him out to Area 51. Maybe he'll pop out there at the old alien. There you go, Paul. Marianne says we can come out to her house. She's out. I think it's considered Mesa, but it's right around Phoenix. And then we can go out and play in Mark's observatory. Wow, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Kickin' licky chicken? Kickin' licky chicken? Sounds like a Hawaiian word, actually. Kikalikia. Kickin' lickalikia. Okay, I'm not sure if that was your name before Kickin' and Nikalakia, but if you had a different name, let me know so I can, update. Update the old brain. Kicking like a chicken. Okay, now I get it. Okay, thanks, Harmless. Shows you how much my freaking mind's working right now. Okay, I don't know what your definition of a red rocket is, but oh yeah, definitely the air horn. I would definitely do the air horn. Look at that. Look at the crater aprons on the outside. How they just feed out like bands of veins. It's insane. I wish the atmosphere was a little more stable because then we could really zoom in. Oh, okay, red rocket is a tractor. Okay, good. See, over here in the East Coast, we use the red rocket as a term for a dog's place where they pee, if you know what I mean. What causes the aprons like that? It's the impact. It's the kinetic energy of the impact. Yeah, you got it, Melon. And you can see them really good right now because of the angle of the sun. They're really predominant around the craters. Dude, if you put a train horn on your tiller, I'm going to personally induct you into the Redneck Hall of Fame. I'll be there in a suit. Well, half a suit. It'll be like a suit with no sleeves. Possibly plaid. Are you talking about the lunar wave that everybody was off their rocker about there, Rick? Because if you're talking about that, yeah, we figured it out. See, what happened was the initial guy, the one who found it, which I think his name was Crow and some numbers. Was it Crow 77 or Crow 777 or something like that? Anyway, it was that guy that initially posted the lunar wave. It's a lunar wave. No, it's you live next to an airport. You have an international airport 40 miles from you. It was the wake of the plane. We had our friend Daza actually did an experiment, went to the airport with the moon and everything, and recreated it very easily. And the video is actually on his channel. Very easy recreation. And, sometimes some things people don't know is that even little micrometeorites can cause that wake. Like micrometeorites coming into the atmosphere can cause that wake and have it cross the moon. Yeah, it's just atmospherics. That's all it is. Just like everybody was up in arms about that, about the lights on the moon, that all the big UFO channels like Third Phase and Secure Team are, what's these lights on the moon? They're blinking. Must be moon bases. No, it's a Snapchat filter. You put the little, thing on your phone over the camera that gives you some more magnification. And there's a Snapchat or Instagram, I forget which one it is, but it's like a sparkle or something like that. So what that does is it's automated to find the brightest spots of your picture or what you're viewing, and it gives, intermittent blinks to your bright spots of your picture to make it look like it's sparkling. That's all it is. And if you pause it just at the right time, you can tell this is because the programmer did square sparkles. So if you pause it right when it sparkles, you see just a plain square. And that is not going to happen on You can tell me if any of your eyes on your cameras, on your phones, because it was filmed on a phone. You can tell me if any of the eyes on your phones, if you look in, tell me if any of your eyes are square. They're not. They're all round on cell phones. So it's not gonna. If it was something that was happening on the moon, it would have been a round flare. Yeah, it's a filter. Sorry to bust everybody's bubble. Not to mention having the contrast all the way up. Looked ridiculous. But hey, everybody likes it, so whatever. Got him his 15 minutes of fame. But good job there doing your homework there, third phase and Tyler. Oh, I'm the best kind of square. See you later, Ibdalia. Like the shard. You mean the monolith? I don't think I remember the shard. I probably do. I just don't remember. And here comes a cloud. Figures. I know there's a monolith somewhere. Or oh, no, that's on Phobos. It's on Mars. Moon. Clouds, clouds, go away. A Lunar Orbiter 3 picture. Wow, I have too many windows open now. Okay, so kicking like a chicken. For some reason, I don't remember it, but I'm sorry. I can't wait till a little bit later and Aristarchus is out. Whoa. It's one of my favorite areas of the moon because it just looks like somebody cut it out of cookie dough and placed it. You know, the whole Aristarchus plateau is just almost like a perfect square with some craters in it. It's amazing looking. We'll be in the Clavius here soon too, I believe. That's another weird one. You got the descending diameters inside of a giant crater. You have descending diameter craters going all the way down like in a half moon. For anybody that doesn't know which one Clavius is. And then we got the one with the space gun. What is that one? That one is, we called it a big space laser. It's just a trick of light and shadow, but it does look like a giant space gun. And then you have this one with a little mound in the middle and a hole in the mound. Creepy. And that's where babies come from. Oh, and then you got the crater with the long driveway. Everybody says that looks like there's a moon base in the middle with a long driveway. Not realizing that line in that crater is about 65 miles long. Because things look so close right now. Like, if you look at the screen, you're like, wow, we're really in on the moon. You know, especially when he zooms in on the craters and stuff. But even at his maximum zoom, once again, I said this before, we're still 15,000 miles away. So that just gives you a scale of how big these craters are. They're massive. I mean, you have a couple up there that are 150 miles across. Crazy. Procedures only at night. Ooh, big diss. Your mama's so cross-eyed. Her tears run down her back. There's a nice mountain range. No, we do solar streams too when we get a chance. Usually if we do solar streams, it's usually on the weekend, most likely a Sunday. And if we do it, we try to do it around noon, but with football season coming up, sometimes we'll try on a Saturday every now and then. Yeah, and sometimes during the week too. I mean, we have done it. I mean, Paul will just go out and set up the solar scope and let it track, and he'll go back to work and just have it out there and just check on it every once in a while, and I'll just try to keep the broadcast going here. But yeah, so we do we do image the sun as well with a solar scope. I mean, it's crazy. It's not looking too bad. It's just the atmosphere needs to calm down. And granted, it is only 10 o'clock, and the sun went down 2 hours ago, so, you know, it's still a little wavy yet, guys. But, hey, at least it's not cloudy, right? That's the good thing. There we go, back to the wide field. So right now, I think he has it in proper orientation, if I'm not mistaken. Which now you know why we keep the lip part up, so you can see the entire lip part instead of just a piece of it. So beautiful either way. Luna. Welcome to Luna. Welcome to Luna. Marianne, you should come on Skype with me. What are you doing right now? Oh yeah, what kind of dog you got there, Doug? Rang is the key word there, Rick. It vibrated, which, yes, you can say it wrong like about. Yeah, we don't deny that, because it did. But you can't hear anything in space, so when it hit it, it vibrated. When that vibration reached the craft, it made it sound like a ring. So yes, you're correct. You and me both, Harmony. Been doing this for 6 years waiting for a good UFO to come by. We do have a UFO playlist on the channel, by the way, guys. For all the ones we caught and haven't explained yet. Some really crazy, crazy ones. One looks like a bra. There's another one that looks like some sunglasses. Not yet. That's our Graceland if we see something do that. We'd love for something to come in, the camera stop, and then just go a different direction. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's right. You're doing the UFO Congress this week. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. Been a busy couple weeks for you, Marianne. Now, Carmen, that's what I thought you were. Our Spanish translator. All right, we're going to go back to Jupiter and Saturn here in a couple minutes. Paul's going to coffee up first. Absolutely. You can come on whenever you want. You know what? I'll have you on one night when I have Mark on here so we can both cut him off and you know. There you go. So while Paul's away, since he's getting a coffee, no, better not. Usually I have enhancements I can do on this end, but I can't tonight because he's using his tablet as a, and he's using the stream as his as his monitor. So I'm not putting any more contrast or anything from this end. Just so he can do, you know, the right focus and everything off of the tablet instead of, you know, because he's pretty far away from the monitor, I believe, the big monitor. Well, thanks there, chicken. We try to remain cordial. We had one earlier that thought he was cool, but that's okay. Doug, you just need to come to Pine Bush one year, man. Just pack it up and come on out. Hang out with the peeps. Doug, where are you? Why am I thinking Michigan for some reason? You're not in Michigan. Where are you at? What state are you in? Oh, thank you, Carmen. Ahwatukee. Oh, Ahwatukee, Arizona. Oh, that would be awesome. And you didn't have a camera, of course. Darn it. Always keep the cameras handy, like real cameras. Cell phone cameras are nice, don't get me wrong, they've come a long way. But nothing's going to beat a manual focus camera. That you can, because autofocusing with these cell phones and everything, dude, they can't tell. They can't tell from infinity to, 500 feet away, and it just constantly makes it shift. That's why I always carry my cameras with me, no matter where I'm at. Always have the manual focus. I have the P900 with the manual focus engaged on it. And of course I have a Canon point and shoot that I can do manual focus on as well. Okay, you're in New York. So why didn't you come down to Pine Bush, dude? Your body won't take the trip. Well, you're in New York. I mean, how much of a trip is it really to Pine Bush? It's like right in the middle of the state. A couple hours maybe. You want me to come up there with a trailer and tie you down to a flatbed? Put some bungee cords on you and bring you down? Don't tempt me. I will. I mean, if you could build something called a red rocket, I'm pretty sure you can jump in the car for a couple hours. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. If you put it that way, I'll bring everybody to you. Everybody's going to pack up at Bill's house and just start heading towards your house. Here comes the clouds again. I had to say something, didn't I? I have a Cool Pix you can have, I think. Wait, who's Cool Pix? Is that Fuji? Cool Pix? I don't remember. I think it's Fuji. Supposedly next year, Kodak is coming out with a camera that rivals the Samsung A7S series. And that's going to be very interesting. Kodak getting back in the game with cameras instead of little disposable ones. They're going to have, actual real DSLRs, and, they're going to give Canon and them guys a run for their money. It's going to rival the A7S and the Canon D series, but it's going to be cheaper by significantly, like by $300 or $400 cheaper. It's going to be interesting because you know Kodak was the main player in the game for forever. Well, I think the A7S3 was $3,200. I don't remember. $2,200 maybe dollars. So Kodak's trying to stay in the $1,500 range with lenses and all that stuff. And Kodak's an OG. I can't see them messing it up anyway. I mean, back in, 60s, 70s, and 80s, when you said Kodak, I mean, that meant quality. And even back then, you took their film cameras, and you would take the same picture with two different cameras and a Kodak. Kodak beat them every time. I don't know what they did different, but they knew what they were doing. Which is why all these guys, Samsung and Canon and all them guys, went after their Kodak's developers. Their R&D guys back in the 80s. Yeah, P1000s are good. I didn't go up to P1000. I just kept the P900, which, I love. But the P1000's a lot better for streaming if you want to do live streaming and stuff like that. The only thing I don't like about it is the battery. Did they fix that on the P1000? Like, they only will let you shoot 15 minutes of video on the P900. Are you able to do unlimited and be able to shoot video while it's plugged in, like while it's charging? Because you can't do that with the P900. You can only do 15 minutes at a time, which is kind of crappy. Paul, I'm not exactly sure what you just texted me. I think you might have said I got a big battery. 29 minutes of 4K. Was that the, I forget which camera you had. I know you got the Sony A7 II, was it, that you got? I don't remember. And then you had another one as well. You can't really do infrared filters because the infrared is like blocker is actually on the camera itself, on the lens itself, I should say, the photo chip, but the optics chip. So you can't really add a lens to see infrared. You have to take one away because mostly all cameras can see infrared. Okay. Okay, so on Paul's P1000, you can do 30 minutes of 4K pretty much. But still, that's limiting. Like, why can't you plug it in and use it and just, without, like, having to record a video, just, like, stream live what your camera's seeing? That'd be awesome. Like Bill can do with his A7S. Like, he can just plug it in. As long as he has battery packs, he can just point it, and it won't shut itself off or anything like that. And he can stream it right out with a HDMI. Yeah, there might have been a bird. It's getting low enough for birds to be showing up in front of the mood. Yeah, it's so stupid. Apple are such, pardon my French, but Apple are assholes. Everything they do is just to make money. Like their earbuds and stuff like that. Then they remove the the port and stuff. It's like anything to make you buy more. Like their phone's not expensive enough. That's why Samsung started whooping them. And I don't think Samsung's turning back. Now they're getting the 4-way flip phone and everything. All right, Doug, man. Have a good night. Back to the planets we go. Pine Bush is actually a UFO festival. They have the UFO weekend there. This past year we had, of course, us. We had Mark D'Antonio from NASA's Unexplained Files and all that. We had Richard Dolan was there this year. Last year we had Travis Walton. But yeah, it's a big UFO fair, UFO street fair with talkers, and yeah, it's a good time. And this year they had something called a space prom, which is on the Friday night before Pine Bush event on Saturday, where if you dress up and stuff like that, you get to go into this like prom thing and just everybody have a good time. So yeah, and I think that's just going to get bigger every year. Good times. I think this year we had Lee Spiegel, Richard Dolan, Mark, and somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, we had a good time. We were up there from, we went up on Thursday. We were at Bill's house Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we left Sunday morning and went up to Vermont for the night, and then came back to Pennsylvania on Monday. Melon, that has me so anxious, like the anxiety level for the James Webb. That's why I don't mind them postponing it as much as they have, because they only get one shot at it. And if any little thing goes wrong, there's no fixing it, especially when it goes out. Like, I mean, it's going out to LaGrange, L2 to be parked. And then it has to unfold itself and everything has to work. And then it's not like the Hubble. You can't go up and repair it. It's going to be all the way out by Jupiter. So yeah, that's going to be one. We're going to be streaming that live actually when they launch the James Webb. We'll be broadcasting it live from here, and hopefully, I have some emails in. Hopefully, we'll get some special access stuff to the days beforehand. So we might get up close footage of it being taken out, to the launch pad and stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, I mean, it won't be orbiting. It'll be parked. It'll be stationary out at L2. But still, that's out by Jupiter, man. That's like past Mars. That's going to take it a while to get there. So it has to transit everything just fine. Yeah, it's going to be something. There's old Jupes. That would look good if you took the brightness down like a notch or two. It would really make that thing pop. The white's just kind of overpowering it right now. Still looks gorgeous. Yeah, there it is. There's our big brother, our protector. Wasn't for that planet right there, we wouldn't even be here. Very nice. Yeah, oh my god, perfect, Paul. Good job. I'll tell you what, I will be right back. I'm gonna go refill the drinky poo. Hang tight, everybody. And enjoy some crappy music. nice purple, isn't it? Perp skirp. The purple giant. Yeah, the atmosphere is just wavy. I wonder how far around the storm is. The spot on Jupiter. It makes one full revolution every 9 hours. There's a good chance we'll catch it one of these nights. Back to Saturn. Saturn's actually looking pretty good right now, too. Is Mars? Mars is ahead of the moon right now, I believe. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been way too long. What is that? Is that one of Saturn's moons? Or is that just a star in the background? Who knows? You know, it'd be cool if, like, Betelgeuse went supernova, like tomorrow. We would see that in our skies for the next, like, 10 years. Just a bright white dot in the skies. Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse? Betelgeuse? How awesome would that be to be living and be able to see a supernova, you know, remnants in a daytime sky? And they said that that Betelgeuse going supernova would be like a full moon, like darn near every night. That's how bright it would be at nighttime. Which is awesome, really crappy for astronomers trying to get like deep sky objects like Mark, but still, it'd be awesome for us because we'd be like pretty much the first ones in history to be able to see it and capture it in human history. Yeah, radiation would reach us, but it would be minute, very minute, by the time it even got here. You're talking about Betelgeuse is what, like 16 light years away or something like that? It's like way far away. By the time it even got here, I think we would be dead. I mean, I know I'm saying that, but probably not. But still, no, it would dissipate so much that we wouldn't even. It wouldn't even bother us. That's why we have this nice protective layer over our planet called the magnetosphere, our magnetic field. So even if it did reach us with a little more, our magnetic field would protect us. Like it does our sun. Which is why Mars isn't viable. So one thing we're going to have to figure out on Mars, the reason why Mars can't be, say, terraformed to what we want is because it doesn't have a magnetic field. It's dead. The core's dead. So what would happen, they're thinking about putting a fake one. And how you do that is you make a giant cone-shaped object or a pyramid-shaped object with the point pointing towards the sun and the big part pointed towards Mars, and have it far enough away from Mars to where when the sun shines, you know, it's far enough away where you really won't be able to see it, but what it's actually doing is taking those pinpoint, you know, gamma rays and everything and spreading them out and making them miss Mars. It's a man-made magnetic field to protect the planet. Once you do that, then you can start terraforming, then you can start getting soils, then you could probably, I wouldn't say launch a nuclear weapon, but you could actually send bombs to where the ice is on Mars and actually start liquefying that water, or putting the water vapor into the air, and you know the gamma rays wouldn't fry them because there wouldn't be no gamma rays getting to it. Sunlight would still get to it, just not the gamma rays, or a lot less gamma rays. and that would allow the water vapor to get into the air, which would produce clouds, which would then produce rain, which would then make the soil viable. Then you start planting stuff on Mars. It'd take thousands of years, but still, you could do it. Yeah, that would be funny. Gamma ray bursts right at us. If it was 2020, I'd say, yeah, hell, why not? Do it. Just end it already. Just send a gamma burst right in our general direction. You know what, Paul? I know you're probably listening. We do need to check out the sun because, you know, we're past solar minimum now. We're starting to head into the solar maximum over the next 4 years. So we should be getting more and more and more spots on the sun. So we should actually check that out sometime. I forget who I was talking to, but somebody else has said that there's starting to be a lot more spots showing up on the sun. So yeah, maybe we'll give that a look sometime soon. Is it still too loud? Here, let me try to turn it down a little bit more. Oop. There you go. How about now? Is that a little better? Well, thank you very much. One man, what is up with your keyboard? Like, I have no idea what you're typing half the time. Is it broken or something? Or or am I just not picking up what you're supposed to be saying or doing? Sorry if I missed it, if you already told us. Yeah, that tropical storm. Where's that thing headed anyway? I know it's supposed to produce a lot of rain again. Is that headed in Texas, or is it going back into Louisiana? I know the Atlantic is starting to be pretty active too again, so we got to watch a lot of that stuff happening out there. Last thing Louisiana needs is another... I got the mic volume all the way up, so I'm not sure what I can do about it. Like, it's literally all the way up. Maybe it just might have been me talking low, too. Because I'm kind of just kicked back and relaxed. Or maybe my voice is in a pitch that some ears are having trouble picking up. I don't know. Welcome to Smooth Jazz. Louisiana. Yeah, that's the last thing they need. You know what's crazy, though? I have this weird feeling that the Carolinas are going to get one before the end of this year. And a bad one. It is up in OBS, and it is all the way up on my microphone. Yeah, because I don't have it preamped right now with the mixer, because I didn't hook the mixer back up yet. So it's all the way up. Yeah, it might have just been me, Because if I really come up into the microphone, and I'm pretty sure you all can hear me just fine. So, my bad. I was sitting back just kicking back. This would be good for like a Halloween moon, but we wanted to do some crater diving, and we're still 22 degrees above horizon, so. I'm waiting to hear like Vincent Price's voice with the clouds. Hold on, Lori. Let me check for you. We're going to be waning pretty good then. So the moon will be coming up late, probably not until like midnight on October 31st. And then, you know, it'll be a little less than half full, you know, by that time, but it'll be coming up late because it's past the new moon, or past the full moon, I mean. So, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smooth Jazz, your #1 jazz station on YouTube. Watching the moon, playing some jazz. Oh, yeah. YouTube's #1 smooth jazz station, where we tippity tap and honkity honk all night long. Clouds making their return. So I guess what we'll do is we'll run an object watch the rest of the time here, because with the clouds and everything and how active the atmosphere is, there's no sense in using the big scope, unless you're doing planets, of course, which we kind of already seen those. That power outage earlier was weird. It just, everything went out. Everything in town went out. All the lights were off. And then maybe 4 minutes later, everything popped back on. No reason, no car accidents or anything. Just a random power outage. Ouch. So right now, let me do some channel advertising. Coming up on your screens is our classic green lettered promo. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. You can also hit the thumbs down button if you want, but then I'll probably punch you in the throat. Now we're on a pop station. Bing, 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 ding, bing, ding, bing. Gotta love YouTube. Like the free license music. That's what this stuff is. Ladies and gentlemen, you're jamming to Nickelback. Live on the P&K stream. No, this is not Jad. Coming up on P&K, you're listening to Kid Rock's new song, Tinky Tinky Tutu, with a little bit of rock guitar. That's awesome. What kind of scope did you get, Dolphin? Celestron, huh? What kind? What size? Give me the deets, Dolphins. A good telescope is like a fine woman. The curves, the beauty, looks damn fine in some moonlight. Caress her gently enough, and she'll come into focus for you. P&K Space Imaging, making astronomy sexy since 2010. I'm going to rename the channel Sexy Astronomy. It figures. Paul just said everything is clear except right in front of the scope. That's our luck. That's what happens. They know we're watching, Paul. Harp is sending clouds to mess with us. They said, oh no, those P&K guys are back. Better send some clouds. They're seeing too much. A 130 AZ, that's a good scope. Very nice. Hey, you just got to get yourself a broadcast camera. All right, Carmen, have a great night. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Pilot, I had a dream you donated $100 to us. I'm not sure why. We were just streaming. And we were like, what the hell? But it was weird. We weren't streaming the moon. We were streaming like mountains or something like that. Like mountain peaks. Very weird. I feel like the Wizard of Oz. And you were in it, and you were in it, and so were you. Maybe Paul was in like out west and streaming mountain peaks or something like that. It was very odd. Hey, Paul, if you're listening, I can save you a lot of time. You can just send me all the money you plan on losing in Vegas. I'll make it disappear just the same. Streaming casino furniture, right? Yeah. Are you going out to Area 51? While you're out that way? Since you're only like 50 miles away? Oh no, it's probably more than that. It's probably like 80 miles, right? That'd be cool. Awesome. Did you get a... Sorry guys, I'm talking to Paul through the... So I don't have to type. That's how lazy I am. I don't want to type. I don't want to text, so I'm just asking him through the stream. And he's answering me on through text. Did you get yourself a good like a 4G or 5G wireless pack for Signal? Because, yeah, you get out towards Area 51, you're going to need some good signal stuff. Even if, I don't know, they might have scramblers out there and stuff. Yeah, 5G should be enough for you to stream. If you can get a tower out there, it's not going to be scrambled. I mean, you'll probably have to do it from Rachel. Unless you really want to go in the middle of nowhere. You should just go out and stream, like, right from the gate. Just set up a tent like right on the road, like right at the gate. I don't think I've ever seen anybody live stream from Area 51, like right at Area 51. Like right at the entrance. That'd be cool. I'll start saving some bail money. Yeah, but aren't you going to be in a hotel that's like in the middle of Vegas? Or is there another hotel? Like outside of Vegas. Oh, so yeah, okay. So you're going to stream from Vegas. Yeah, I don't see there's going to be any light pollution there. Good luck, though, I guess. Just feed it to me, I'll put it up. Just let me know when and where.